Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go through these Women's History Month bots. I beat them once before, but I'll just do it once in video. I guess I'll go with black each game. I think going white's a little bit too easy. Uh, and I'll play the hippo against Jane Goodall. She studied like chimpanzees or something like that, I think. Maybe I should like read the blurb, see what they're all about. Just gonna play the hippo. There's like a huge queenside attack. So I think I'm just gonna castle kingside. This is a little bit wild, what she's doing here. Okay, now this is just crazy. Gonna play this fianchetto move. Let's do this. Now just castle. If the battery gets set up, okay. I think I'm just gonna break like this. This should work. Let me think. You know what? And then I'm just gonna break again. This is covered, so I should be okay. If I just like break again, I should be okay. I think everything's covered. This guy's not covered, but here I can just start like breaking. Okay, hold on. So if I move this guy is still defended. And then takes, so I should be okay. But I think I would rather target that. I'd rather target the bishop because the bishop has nowhere to go. Forces this kind of a trade. And then maybe I actually don't know how to deal with this right now. It's not that it's super difficult to deal with. Maybe I can like go here. Oh wait, I got the free rook. So that gets captured. I'm gonna ask for the queen trade. It's not the best move, but it's a move. Yeah, let's just ask for the trade. And since this knight moved back, I think I'm just gonna bring my bishop to safety. This is still covered, so I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna grab the open file. Okay, that's a interesting move. I can begin breaking, but yeah, I guess I could do that. Let's begin breaking. I'm not really too scared about this. I guess I should be a little bit scared. And I'm pretty sure that's a fork. And then if you take with the bishop, I'll just take. I'll take that. And at this point, there's a lot of ways to win. A lot of ways to convert because I'm up a piece and a rook and like a bunch of pawns as well. I think the easiest thing to do is to just push this pawn. I'm just gonna try to break like so. And then if nothing happens, I can just force some stuff to happen. So a whole bunch of stuff is hanging. I think maybe this is a little bit safer, but yeah, this is a little bit safer. Only thing I need to worry about. I could even take this way, but I think I want to take this way. Okay. And maybe there's too many things hanging at this point, I think. Okay. So that's it. I think that's it for Jane Goodall. I don't think there's any other way to do anything here. I guess that's kind of I got a bunch of hanging pawns here. Let's just push. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Everything, I mean, that's not defended, but it doesn't need to be. At this point, I'm just gonna... I keep forgetting this knight's actually defended. That's kind of the reason I put the rook here. So, check. And, check. Okay, yeah, this is a ladder. Ladder, check, and checkmate. Alright, so that's the first one. So the next spot is, I don't know how to say her name, Hedy Lamar. She's an actress, brilliant inventor, whose technology paved the way for GPS, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. I'm not really sure what this means, but it sounds pretty impressive, pretty cool. Like an actress that has these scientific achievements, it's pretty cool. Here I'm going to target this pawn. Okay, so I defends a pawn, very nice. And I'll just go for this hippo setup. I like to, it doesn't really matter which pawn. I just like to block the bishop first. I think move order is something that's important. This move is usually pretty bad because it gives me like 2 free turns. So here, I get a free turn here. And this gave me a free turn too. Okay, just gonna finish the setup. If there's any sort of battery, yeah, if there's a battery, I gotta play this so that the rook defends. I mean, I don't gotta do this, but something that's good to do. So I think there is a sacrifice here. But if sacrifice, I haven't canceled yet. That's all point. So I don't think the sacrifice is on anymore. If here, I can move here. If here, I can move here. So everything's fine. This move over here would force the knight back, and then I can push like so. So I think this is a move order here. The knight can't go forward. Pushes the knight back, and then I'm going to defend this pawn. So this is kind of like the setup I like. I could move the queen here, maybe. I could maybe move it here. I think this is an okay square. It doesn't really block the progress of this pawn. And then maybe I can hold off on castling. I don't think I want to castle just yet. I think pushing the f pawn is a possibility. Let me just think about this. If I go here, this thing gets kind of pressed. I think I want to trade this bishop first, which seems kind of weird. But I think that's what I want to do. Okay. Let me just trade this way, and then I'm expecting the queen to take. And at this point, I'm looking for like reroutes for this guy. But I think my first order of business is the castle. I want to keep my queen on the dark square to keep tabs on the dark square queen. If I can get a knight to one of these 2 squares, that would be nice. But I don't really know how to do that just yet. Because I want to support this move, but I don't really have it yet. I'm just gonna like wait 1 turn and see what happens. I think actually I could play this move, and we'll see what happens. At this point, maybe I can move here. I don't want to move the other rook because I don't want to give the queen anything, because that could be a little bit annoying. So this cuts into nothing, I feel. I don't want to play this move because then there's like attacking ideas here. So I think this move is okay. Not the greatest, not the worst. Do I just take? I feel like taking is a little bit problematic, but I feel like I have to take because I don't want to move the queen in line with everything. And if I move too far, there's like all sorts of pressure that can happen. So I think I want to take that. If you take with the bishop, it's a little bit dangerous if the queen can kind of like get aligned. But I don't think I'm gonna allow that just yet. I think I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna tear it open like that. And go here. Oh, I did not account for that. I think I just lost. I just lost. I think maybe I can salvage something. Check. I just lost this. Go here, here. Yeah, I just lost this. It's crazy. She's like 1,000 and I lost. Check. I'm trying to calculate like check here, check, and then bring my queen in. I can't believe I lost this one. Because this is checkmate, that's checkmate, and here, here. And then there's still this move, to which I can respond here. And then here, here. And then here, 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 and then that's covered. So I think I'm just trying to figure out what happens once the king moves this way. I think I could go check here, check here, check. I gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Check. Yeah, I just lost. Or not. What the fuck? The fuck? Okay, I lost that and suddenly I did not lose that. That was very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. That was just very bad. Yeah, that was just very bad. Here, and then this is covered. Yeah, I completely lost that. Okay, check. And then I can't take this yet, but I can take this way. Yeah, I'm a little bit shook that I actually lost that one. I think I need to stop checking. I need to like do something a little bit smarter. And maybe maybe I could like ooga booga this way. And then let's see, I'm still a little bit shook that I actually lost that. Okay, wow, I'm a little bit speechless. Check. Yeah, that was very poorly played. I almost lost to 900. So Ada Lovelace, mathematician. I know the NVIDIA cards are named after, so kind of know who that is. Against E4, I play E5. So I'm just going to play my normal stuff. Here, let's see what she plays. Italian, maybe. Okay, Italian. A lot of these bots like Rui Lopez. So this is an okay move, but I think I'd prefer something like this. And we'll kind of go from there. I like to play this move before castling. Just to see if I could kind of like tickle the knight. I'm expecting something like that, and you're already in trouble. Yeah, you are already in trouble. Pawn takes. I'll pull you back, and I might not even castle this game. This is a little bit. Let me think about this. I could take, but I could also like not take. I think now's the time to castle. Take. If I go here, take, the knight covers. So I think I'm okay now. Or I could just go after the bishop. That's a plan as well. Uh, the thing is, I would love to get my knight on this square, but this bishop kind of covers it. You can just take. So I think one thing I'm gonna do. Is this a good reroute? I'm not really sure. Okay. Okay, this should be pretty. This move is kind of pointless now that the bishop moved here. This bishop moves kind of like is getting blocked, but it's kind of like supporting the center through this pawn. So that's a little bit of an interesting idea. I think now is the time to unpin the pawn, since the king is already in an awkward spot. At this point, I can go for this kind of idea. Okay, I think I can. Do I want to check? I don't think I do, but maybe I do. Okay, move backwards. I will move here. And Ada Lovelace is just gonna get squished here. I'm gonna take this first. And I'm gonna move my queen there. And once I move my queen here, it's lights out. Okay, that is a move. Thing is, it's a little bit annoying because takes. I don't want to damage a pawn, so let's just retreat this way, and then we'll kind of go from there. I think maybe. Problem is this bishop's a little bit stuck. So I could do this. There's no real escape for the rook. Yeah. And that's it. A lot smoother than the previous against Heedy. I relaxed a little bit too much, but it's fine. It's fine. Check. I think I can just like chill. I blundered a full piece, but this position's so good it doesn't matter. Let's just keep it simple, go for the material. Why not? Let's just go for the material. And at this point I can even do something like, no, I can't do that just yet. I think maybe I can threaten a few things. I think there's like there's something kind of hidden in this kind of position. I think I can just do this first. So my idea is to double up the rooks. I think that's a little bit risky, but I kind of do want to play this kind of weird kind of attack. King moving here, that's pretty interesting. Gonna move you out. I understand there's a lot of squares for this guy to move. So this is the time that I will play this move. Maybe I should bring my rooks over first. So maybe this is a little bit safer. So let's just do that. Okay, I don't see any threats. And yeah, pawns in that direction don't really matter. That doesn't really matter because if takes, I just take back. So at this point I can just, do that. And this makes things a little bit easier for me because I can go check and then yeah, let's just do this. Check. Okay. It's kind of like a bot self-destruction, which kind of happens. So, there's like interesting ideas here, but I think I'm so ahead it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna go here. Uh, I'm gonna sack the rook. Two bishops for the rook. It's kind of worth it. So let's just do that. And at this point, let's just, you know, let's just win it this way. Very simple promote. Uh, GG to Ada Lovelace. Much simpler than the previous game. This is a discover check, so no stalemates. The only thing you really need to watch for in these types of position is stalemate. But if you have two queens, you get random checks. You are going to find checkmate at some point. Yeah, so like I wasn't even sure if that was a check. I guess that's covered. But if you have two queens, you give random checks that don't blunder the queen. You're going to get checkmate. Mary Jackson made history as NASA's first black female engineer. Her story is featured in the 2016 movie Hidden Figures, which celebrates her accomplishments as a pioneer and a leader. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do some research on these two. Pretty interesting history. Maybe I should play something I don't usually play. Let's just play something like this. Scandinavian. I think this is like a Portuguese, and that's the main move. I don't even know if I want to take right away, but might as well. Okay, do I rotate this way? I don't even remember. Let's just whatever. It's like a 1200 bot. It doesn't really matter that much. I think maybe I'll just develop. This seems pretty natural, right? I'll play this like London style, except I don't have a D pawn. I think that's a little bit too ambitious. Okay, I don't think that's an issue because I can block and then play something like that, or I could even play like that, which is pretty decent. In fact, I might just do that after I castle. Mary Jackson's development is pretty bad. So I think here I can just kind of ask for a queen trade. If you push, I'm going to ask for a queen trade, and I'm going to claim that these pawns are overextended. So that's a pretty good job by Mary Jackson over there. I think I'm just going to go for the pin, and I'm going to take immediately and take on this pawn. Okay, so queen is worth more than the knight, and at this point, I think I'm going to take with the knight. I mean, I would take for the queen, but then you could take the knight first, and then I lose a bit of material. So I'm just going to do this, and my rooks are touching the queen, so I'm not really that worried. I can't go for this yet, but I can go for that. But I think it's a little bit too much for the moment. Then again, I don't see like a super immediate threat, because I can always drop the bishop back here, which is a much nicer square for my bishop. So I don't have to target that just yet. I could wait a little bit to target it. I think now would be a good time to bring, which direction should I bring the knight? I don't even know, but let's just do this blunder check. The problem with taking this is that you recapture with the pawn, but even that's kind of like weakening. It's not really the strongest move. So maybe I'll just take. Maybe I'll just take. Yeah, so this pawn's a little bit weak, but whatever. I don't really care that much about it. I could take this pawn, right? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, that pawn doesn't really matter. Because then I can... Okay, well, pawn is defended now. That was your last chance. Okay, so that's gonna be some nagging pressure. I don't want to place a move like that. I think that's too much. And this kind of threatens... There's like a threat here, but that thing can just move. But in that case, I can just capture, right? I think that's fine. Because then I'm also... No, you can't capture. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna threaten this. Uh, and now... And now... I think I want my rooks on d8 and b8. I think those are kind of like the squares that I want. And then at some point, um, I can pin. And by some point, I mean at this point, I'm gonna pin. Yep, yep. Funny thing is, it's not even that good for me. Maybe I could win this pawn first, but I'm not really in a hurry to win the pawn. I'd rather just like thin out the board. Oh, there's this capture, but it's okay. Ooh, do you really want to do that? Just because I can kind of go after this bishop later on. I wanted to go after this bishop. Maybe that's better. Because I also had an idea to do that. So this hits a rook. When the rook moves, I can head over here to hit the bishop. So that's a... But then this also hits this. And I think that's kind of like the more forcing move right now. Yeah, I'm just going to do this first. Takes. And then I can win the rook. Okay, I'm going to sack the queen. So it's objectively kind of terrible to sack the queen like that. But this is a 2-piece versus 0 pieces endgame. I could have moved the rook here because it was guarded, but just going to do this, and the pawns are really bad. Just going to keep pushing. I could even sack the rook here. Doesn't really matter. Everything's winning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The thing I need to be careful is if I do rook takes, there could be some sort of like weird stalemate because I'm already seeing the king running out of squares. But there's a pawn. There are 2 pawn moves, so I'm not really scared of that too much. And here, I'm pretty sure that's checkmate because the knight covers this square. All right. So Malala, she's pretty cool. I don't really know how to describe her accomplishments, but she's pretty cool. 1500 level bot, and we'll see. Oh, King Gambit. Okay. I always mess this up. I go for this defense, and if they push, I bring the knight here. Bring the knight here. If you attack me X-ray, I've got to do this, and this creates a getaway square. Except I blunder this pawn quite a lot, so I think I will do this first. Knight out first. And then I'm supposed to do, hold on. I'm a little bit scared right now. Let me think. No, because if you push, I can take. But then if takes, okay, that's fine. At least I hope that's fine. I think maybe I could just here takes. Okay, let's try takes. Okay, this should be okay. Should be okay because the queen needs to keep an eye on this pawn. Ooh, maybe I can just close it up. But I might get attacked on this side, so I don't really want that. I don't feel like my pawn storm is really good enough right now. I'm just gonna keep my king here. It's on a light square and there's no light square bishop, so I'm okay with that. So I think I'm going to bring this back first. At some point I can reinforce, but I don't think this is the point that I reinforce. So I need to be careful because I'm gonna get squished here. Maybe now's the time to castle. If I castle. Yeah, I'm getting kind of squished, but I think this is fine. Because you can't really take back because of that. So yeah, you can't take back, dude. Here, I could even go here. Can I? Guess that's fine. And then I could reinforce. I kind of reinforce like this. I think another interesting idea that I have is, okay, I was gonna fianchetto. I was considering that. But actually, I'm just trying to see if there's like any sort of nonsense like this. No, because I just take. Okay. Light square or dark square? What's kind of the better square for my queen? I feel like maybe this could be a little bit better. I just need to be careful. This is actually under fire. So I could try to get rid of my weakness like this. Here takes, and then I could even take like that. And then if you push here, I could maybe, if you push this way, this is a very ugly move. And then another move is I could defend like so. And they're all really ugly defenses, but they're all serviceable. So I think maybe I will try this. I think I will try this, and then if you push, I feel like once I move my queen, it's kind of like not that good. So I think at this point maybe I could leave the knight there, and just concentrate on defending this pawn, which I think I could do pretty easily. I'm just gonna keep going like so. And at a certain point, so this guy's under fire now. I don't really have a great escape square for it. I guess this is kind of like serviceable. This is serviceable, and then I could maybe move forward. Maybe this is a way to flush this thing out. So if I go here, takes. I think I get the better of that exchange. Yeah, and if you don't take, you get squished. And then here, this is going to be how I flush this out. I could even like squish you this way, yeah. Takes. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It might not be fine. Okay. I go check. and then I win the rook back, or I win the rook. Period. Or I could just like take, which is probably the easier move to handle. I'm pretty sure taking the rook is objectively better because I just like straight up win material. Whereas um, trading the queen here doesn't win material. It's even. Um, I mean, I win only in exchange. Whereas here I win a full rook, and I get this discovery. But if you get nervous, I mean, I'm not really nervous, but like I'm pretty comfortable with the move like this because there's this discovery, and there's no sensible checks. There's like check, but it doesn't really do anything. So I am comfortable with doing this, but if you're not really comfortable, you need to do like the lesser option. This is a lesser option here. So if you calculate it out, takes. I guess I still win the rook technically, right? But you have to evaluate the kind of ending position. And the ending position is that I don't want to go here because it could. I mean, it won't get me in trouble in this case, but like, there's often tactics with this not getting stuck. So I'm gonna go here. The resulting position is I have a lot of extra pieces. So I'm just gonna go for the rook trade. Okay. I try to go for the rook trade, but no dice. And here I feel better about this because my rooks are kind of guarding each other. So I think, so this is a nice move. I'm trying to get to this pawn, but I can't really do that just yet. I think maybe I just kind of move back, and then I try to go like so. Yeah, I think this is the winning play. The main thing I need to be careful is back rank checkmate. So I'm just gonna do this prematurely. I think I could just target the knight, but the actual objective, yeah, this is kind of loose, but it's whatever. The actual objective here is to double my rook. Double my rook and hit the pawn. So here, this is like another example where I could just trade 2 rooks for 1 rook. And then at the end of it, I have 2 extra pieces. And pawn, I think, is balanced. But, you know, I want to just play a few moves and see what she does. Yeah, so here I'm just going to do that. And check. Check. Knight takes. Check. Knight. Knight. And rook takes is forced. Because if you move the king over, I have background checkmate. So yeah. So now this knight's under fire, and then this knight is now pinned. Yeah, this is just conversion. This game was actually a lot easier than the last time I faced Malala. So yeah, I got a guaranteed back rank pretty soon in there. Alright, so there you have it. The toughest, I defeated Malala pretty easily, 1500. Hedy Lamar was a really tough one. So that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.